Say your name again, please, just so we're in order.
My name is Shelley Muneoka, and today I'm testifying on behalf of KAHEA, the Hawaiian Environmental Alliance, in strong opposition to items C1 and C2. Before I get into the bulk of my testimony, I just wanted to say that when issues of access to a specific area is being discussed, it's at all possible those hearings could take place on the island in question, so in this case on Hawaii Island. So today at around 12:45, we're going to start at 1. We received, was handed a new draft of proposed rules, and I think the changes that were made are substantial, and the item should have been, at least C2 should have been re-agendized. The new version has categorical exemptions for folks that work at the facilities. It also, I think it was substantial enough that it needs to be re-agendized, something to look at. In terms of C1, the delegation of authority to the board chair to close public hunting areas is unnecessary. The proposed language calls the instances requiring closure relatively rare. Thus, the administrative burden that would be alleviated by streamlining would be minimal, while the potential abuse for this kind of broad power is great. To create an emergency rule, the agency, and I'm on C2, the agency must show imminent peril to public health and safety or natural resources. The only clear imminent peril to public health and safety is the closing of bathrooms and the removal of porta potties provided by the protectors and cutting off access to water. Hydration is key on the Mauna, and forcing people to relieve themselves in the wilderness is creating an avoidable public health and sanitation issue. If indeed we are to talk about the peril to natural resources, it begs the question why no emergency rules were put in place in '98 when the auditor's report said plainly that UH's management of Mauna Kea was inadequate to protect her natural resources. Why not in 2005 when the auditor found that DLNR did not provide a mechanism to ensure compliance with lease and permit requirements? Why not in 2010 when a CDUP was given to the TMT, a project that admitted, if built, would contribute to the cumulative, significant, substantial, and adverse impacts already caused by existing telescopes? How about just a few months ago when people reported, or actually 1 month ago, people reported that machines in the Mauna were leaking oil directly on the ground? Why not then? Why has there been so much documented dereliction of duty with no consequence, no punishment, and yet now an emergency of imminent peril is being declared? Mr. Chin has cited rocks on the road. Those were removed the day after the action, yet the road has remained closed still till today. Telescope operators have been allowed unrestricted access up and down the Mauna, while cultural practitioners are only being allowed between the hours of 1 and 2, and only if an escort is available to take them. This points to an arbitrary application of rules. And actually, when people ask for them to produce the rules that they're enforcing, they're unable to do so. So I don't know what's being enforced actually, but it's being applied unevenly. So the pahaku that were placed there to prevent further desecration of Mauna Kea. They were there removed by hand, not requiring heavy machinery. And HRS 703-30 permits a person in certain limited situations to justify disobedience to criminal law if the harm the actor sought to avert far outweighed the harm sought to be prevented by the law. The construction vehicles were imposing imminent harm. In this specific situation, the rocks were placed to prevent irreversible damage to the body of our akua. When we say that Mauna Kea is our kupuna, we mean it in a literal sense. People are acting out of protection of an elder. Chin said the individuals remaining in the area have caused visitors and workers to feel harassed.
You need to wrap up now.
Okay. And we were all here last month. Ms. Nagata was asked directly if there had been any confrontations, and she described the protectors as cordial. So the justification of imminent peril is dubious at best. So the last section of the rule prohibits from entering or remaining in the area from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. now. And the opinion that came out of PASH guarantees access for customary and traditional practices in connection with undeveloped land, which it is, and states that the state does not have the unfettered discretion to regulate the rights of ahupua'a tenants out of existence. This proposed rule would amount to regulating rights out of existence because it would criminalize nighttime celestial observations, sunrise ceremonies, and other practices that require access after dark. It's the rising, the traversing, and the setting of celestial bodies that's key to the practice. So asking us to leave in the middle of the night for 6 hours and come back won't allow us to continue the practice. In closing, I just wanted to quote David Ige, actually, who said, my computer died. He said something to the effect of, let me be direct. the public roads will remain open and we'll do everything in our ability to ensure lawful access. That's basically the same position we have.
Thank you.